My name is Yaksh, part of the Ease of Doing Business team here in Tamil Nadu. I'd go ahead with the combined application form. So for you to first apply for any clearance on the single window portal, you need to first register on the single window portal. You click on the register button on top, and once you see in the new registration, you can see that whether you register as an investor or an individual. Individual can be in terms of only G2C, and it's only for fire clearances. So once an applicant actually registers themselves on the single window portal, you can register and you will get an email ID and password. So once you get an email ID and password, you can click on login and finally log in with your generated email ID and password. So once an applicant has actually logged in, you can see there's set of, on the left hand side, there's a tab, there are list of tabs which are there. So these tabs are actually, which will help you navigate through the single window portal. There's something called a combined application form. So once you click on combined application form, read all the details, what are the instructions which are required to fill the combined application form. You can actually see that there are two set of documents which we have already pre-given to you before you actually fill in the combined application form. So once you can see that there's a self-certification form which needs to be submitted by an applicant. So you download the template and you have to fill in the template in a non-judicial 100 rupee stamp paper. And there's something called workflow. This is nothing but your business workflow which needs to be uploaded in the form of a workflow template. It can be anything based on what the company feels like. So once I click on continue, so you see the set of tabs which an applicant has to fill. The main agenda of the combined application form for an applicant to fill is it makes easier for the applicant to apply for different clearances on the single window portal. So these clearances can range, so it can be, as my colleague already mentioned before, it could be generic or sector specific clearances depending on your industry. So if you see the various tabs which the combined application form has, such as project details, details of enterprises, promoter details, investment and finance details, what are the employment details, manufacturing and service details, energy and water requirements, and supporting documents which was mentioned earlier while filling up the instructions, while reading the instructions. So if you see here, there's project name. Project name can be anything, it's just a reference name. It need not be your company name or your applicant's name. It can be any reference name, what you feel like. So it can be used later on for you to track your application. So project name can be, I'm just filling ABC for now. Type of enterprise, whatever, if you are manufacturing or a service enterprise. Is it a new manufacturing enterprise? Yes or no? Are you planning for expansion? Yes or no? Existing investment and so all investments in plant and machinery, investments in, and what is your existing turnover. So depending on this, the system actually takes in if you're a large industry or the MSME. Once you fill in all these details, then the next tab comes as the applicant details. This is auto-populated from the registration page. So the applicant need not fill again and again. Then there's the applicant address, country, applicant state, district. Once you go on to the next tab, there's details of the enterprise. This is nothing but where you want to set up your enterprise in. Like it's by default Tamil Nadu, so you're looking to set up in Tamil Nadu. So you have to enter the details of that address where you're setting up in Tamil Nadu, such as subdivision number, survey number, street address, pin code. So one advantage is that you can choose multiple survey numbers and subdivision numbers where you're actually setting up in. Next is the promoter details. The promoter details is nothing but who have invested in your company or who are part of board of directors or who are promoting your company. So those details has to be entered. Investment and finance details, there's nothing but land details and building details, plant and machinery, and other eligible fixed assets such as computer cost, material handling cost, production tools cost, appliances. And means of finance is such as where you've actually got all your the investments in your company from, such as whether domestic or foreign, or if you have taken any loan from anywhere. Next are the employment details. These you need to enter the employees on your payroll or even contract employees, and this is then further divided into male and female employees what are there. Next are your manufacturing or service details. Depending on type of your industry, whether it is manufacturing or service, you need to enter whether your industry is part of your manufacturing or service enterprise. you first need to enter a brief description of your process technologies, what you have, and NIC code is nothing but National Industrial Classification Code, where you enter just what industry you're planning to set up. You can enter those codes. For example, the pharmaceutical, if you enter just pharma here, so you can see that manufacturer of pharmaceuticals automatically pops up. And what is the installed capacity they're looking to set up. Energy and water requirements can be your captive generation, what is your annual demand, basically your electrical details, what you're planning to set up, and your details of water consumption as well. Your last is the uploading of the supporting documents. It's self-certification. From the template, you have to upload in a non-judicial 100 rupee stamp paper and the workflow of your business. So and you have to click on the declaration finally to make sure that all the details submitted by you are true. And once you submit all these details, at the end you will get a confirmation along with your CAF ID. This CAF ID, then you can track your application, and once you click on if you can see on top, there's something called select project or CAF. So for example, I've selected one of the projects, so you can see related to that how many clearances they've actually applied through that particular CAF. There's something called an overview and all details as well. If you click on all details, it will give you a holistic view of all the fields which you have applied for a particular clearance. So that's it from my side. Thank you everyone.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். தொழில் முனைவர் அனைவரையும் தொழில்துறை சார்பாக வரவேற்கிறேன். ஒரு தொழில் ஆரம்பிக்கணும்னா கவர்மெண்ட் கிட்ட இருந்து நிறைய அப்ரூவல்ஸ் நம்ம வாங்க வேண்டியதாக இருக்குது. ஸோ அதுக்காக we have to go to different offices, அங்கே போய் அப்ரூவல்ஸ் வாங்குறதுக்காக ஆஃபீஸஸை பார்க்கணும். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சிச்சுவேஷனில் இருந்து we are changing. Now we are going to a electronic digitized platform wherein all your approvals, all your NOCs, everything is available in the online platform itself, just a click away. Yes, so Tamil Nadu Single Window Portal 2.0 is a one-stop solution for all your approvals and NOCs to get them in a time-bound, transparent and hassle-free manner. So அதுக்காக 150க்கு மேற்பட்ட சர்வீசஸ் நம்மளோட தமிழ்நாடு சிங்கிள் விண்டோ போர்ட்டலில் அவைலபிளாக இருக்குது. நீங்கள் எல்லா அனைத்து இன்வெஸ்டர்ஸும் இந்த போர்ட்டலை யூஸ் பண்ணி உங்களோட அப்ரூவல்ஸ் பெறுகிறதுக்காக உங்களை வரவேற்கிறோம். ஸோ இந்த தமிழ்நாடு சிங்கிள் விண்டோ போர்ட்டலில் கிட்டத்தட்ட 150+ சர்வீசஸ் ஆர் அவைலபிள். ஸோ இந்த சர்வீசஸ் எல்லாமே நீங்கள் ஒரே கிளிக்கில் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இந்த சர்வீசஸ் அப்ளை பண்ணுறதுக்காகவும் ப்ளஸ் அப்ரூவல்ஸ் எப்படி கிடைக்கணும், அதில் சைட்டில் எப்படி நேவிகேட் பண்ணணும், இதுக்காக ஒரு டெடிக்கேட்டட் ஹெல்ப் டெஸ்க் டீம் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ தே ஆர் ஆல்வேஸ் தேர் டு ஹேண்ட் ஹோல்ட் யூ இன் திஸ் ப்ராசஸ். So we encourage the investors to use the single window portal and make maximum use of the portal and get your approvals at the earliest. Tamil Nadu அரசு என்றும் உங்களுடன் துணை நிற்கும்.